Hey friends, Gary here. I just wanted to make a quick video today. I got something really special in store for you guys. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. So today I'm going to have a little chat with my mom. This is a woman that means a lot to me, that's for sure. And today I want to talk to you about relationships. Because you are a pro, you and Dad. My parents have been together for 31 years. That's longer than I've even been born.
I don't know if I consider myself a pro though.
Well, you're pretty darn good.
Well,
For you guys to have been together for that long, it's pretty darn good.
yeah, but it's lots of years and a lot of work. Every day it's work.
So what do you think your secret is?
I don't know if there's a secret.
What do you think it takes to have a good, long-lasting relationship?
I think it takes a lot of love, and I think it takes us knowing that we're not perfect, you know. When you first get married, you just fight over everything, you know, stupid stuff. Everything just bothers you, that you irritate each other, and you just get on each other's nerves about everything. And then pretty soon after you're married, you know, we're going on 32 years, there's like nothing to fight about anymore. Nothing is really important enough anymore to fight about. It's the love, it's our children, our grandchildren that brings us such joy. And you know, the one thing that I'm so proud of is that I still love to be around him. I love him. I won't say there isn't days where he doesn't get on my last nerve, but I love him. I like being around him. I like going to the movies with him. We love to go camping, just us. I just enjoy being around him, and he's a good man. It hasn't always been that way. We've had our problems. Boy, have we had our problems. And people that tell you that they don't have problems, they are lying. Because it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But let me tell you, if you stick it out, it is so worth it.
What do you think it takes to get through those hard times?
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I wonder how we say to each other all the time, how did we get through that? And I think for us, I think it was God helping us along and the changes that we made in our lives. Because we were both on courses that would take us nowhere, just down. They were taking us down. And we quit doing those things, and we've just become closer and closer. It just made us better. It made us better. And at the time we were doing them, I think it was breaking us apart even more. More and more and more. And I don't know if I really have an answer. I just think it's a lot of work. Just work and work and work harder at it, and just love each other, you know? Nobody is perfect, and I think sometimes we think we are. You know, you did this, you know, constantly, well, you did that, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares, you know? And if you can say to the person, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry that I did that, I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, you know? And maybe next week you'll do it again. But if you're willing to say again, I am so sorry, and if that hurt your feelings, I'm so sorry, you know, I think it's important, you know? And I'm just so happy that I stuck it out. Because we're in such a place now where it's like, thank you so much that I still get to live, you know, 30, 40 years with this man, because he's the best. He truly is the best.
What made you want to be with him?
He was my best friend's boyfriend, and I saw how he treated her, and he treated her like gold. He'd come pick us up every day from school, and he'd bring us a Dr. Pepper and a chocolate donut, and he just doted on her, and he was just so great to her. I never had any feelings for him. I didn't think anything about him, but then one day we had gone on this little trip, and I knew she was out with this other guy, and we're just walking along, we just start making out, and And it was love, and that was it. It was just, for me, I knew. After that, I never, and I was dating his really good friend, and I knew. I told his friend, I will be with Gary. And I think to myself, how this is in my life is, if I get something in my mind and I want it, I go for it, and I don't give up until I get it. And then he had the same, he thought these feelings about me one time. He was picking us up from school and he saw me walking down the road and he was like, oh, it's probably just for him, like, oh my gosh, she's really pretty, you know. Anyway, and I don't know, and it was, we met when we were 15. I was 15.
No way.
Yeah, 15.
And he was how old?
He was at least 4 years older than me, so he was 19, probably going on 20.
Wow.
Yeah. So 15.
Little high school sweethearts.
Well, we never made it through high school, but yeah, that was around the time. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mom, I think that, because you guys got together, you guys were married in 1982, obviously.
Right.
So I kind of feel like maybe your guys' generation's kind of the last ones that have really stuck it out. Because I think that, my generation and younger folks, they're so quick to give up, they're so quick to get divorced. So what do you think is maybe one or two strategies or ideas that you could plant to a younger person's head to, stick it out, to make a relationship work for the long term?
I don't know. I just had a guy yesterday say to me, he was asking me how long I'd been married, and I says 32 years, and I still like him and love him and everything. And he says, gosh, that's just crazy. He says people usually only last about 15 years and then they're sick of each other. And I think in these days and times, maybe you go a year, maybe a year and a half, and it's like, oh, can't take it anymore. So, and divorce is so easy. It's just sign a paper and we're done, I really don't, I don't know what the answer to that is. I just work harder, just, I don't know for sure.
So let me ask you something. Can you think about a specific memory where you felt absolutely loved by him?
Oh my gosh. There's so many things. This might just be a silly thing, but I had wanted to go on a trip down to Grand Junction, Colorado, and I didn't want to drive all that way by myself, and so he took off that Friday and he drove me all the way down there, and he took me down on a Friday, dropped me off, and then he came back all the way on Sunday and picked me back up, just so I could spend those days. He knows her. Gosh.
So can you think of one specific memory where we can go back into that memory and you can really relive those feelings that you felt?
Gosh, there's so many. I don't know. I can't.
So when he did that for you, when you felt absolutely loved, can you go back and kind of feel that feeling and kind of play that back in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was it something that he did for you,
Mm-hmm.
something that he said to you, or is it something like a way that he touched you that made you feel absolutely loved?
You know what he used to do too when we were first married, and he still does it a lot now, but I wasn't very comfortable with people like saying, like giving compliments or saying things. I don't know, that was just me. And he would constantly, every day, he'd say to me, oh my gosh, you're just so beautiful, oh my heck. And I didn't know how to accept a compliment. It was just really hard for me. It was really hard for me, and he would just say it over and over and over again, and I don't know. I was just, one time he took us, we like this place, Heber Canyon.
Hey, we're trying to shoot a video.
And anyway, he knew I loved to go there, so for our anniversary one year. And I love when he like makes noise when we're trying to do videos and stuff. Oh. And he took us up there for our anniversary, and I thought that was really sweet and special. And gosh, there's just so many things, you know.
So he always does things for you,
Yes,
and he always tells you.
yes.
So out of those two, which do you think makes you feel the most loved by him? The things that he does or the things that he says?
I think the things that he says.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Because, you know, you can... A lot of people don't have money to be doing things all the time, you know, and I think just the words, you know, just telling a person, you know, I love you, you know, you're the best, thank you, you know, for being such a good grandma, and I love him, in this relationship, I love him even, I think the most I love him ever is when I see him around our grandkids, because he is the most loving, great grandpa ever. They just see him and they just light up, and it makes my love for him just grow and grow and grow. And we have a 12-year-old grandson, and just like last weekend they slept over and they were sitting on the couch, a 12-year-old, and he just snuggled up at his grandpa. And when he left, I thought, oh my heck, he's just it. It makes me love him even more, you know. I don't know. I just think that's special, you know, because not a lot of kids have that, you know. And he just gets better and better with them. They see him, they just light up, you know. They love him. And I just love him too. I can't even imagine my life without him. I wouldn't want my life without him. Not to say that there isn't bad times, because, you know, I don't think there's such thing as a fairy tale. I think that's a myth. You know, you have to work at this, you know, but man, if you do, it is worth it. It is so worth it. And I'm just happy that I did stick with it.
That's
really
perfect.
happy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you heard it here, guys. That is how you have a long-lasting relationship. Hard work, dedication, deep love, and commitment to one another.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Mom.
Thank you so
I
much.
sure do love you.
I love you more.
Thanks for always supporting me.
Thanks for always supporting me and encouraging me, because it means the world to me. You know, it goes both ways, Gary. All the time. You give me great advice. You help me out. You help me out when I think I can't do something. You know, just try harder. Just keep doing it. You'll get it. And I keep doing it, and then I'm like, oh my heck, that wasn't as hard as I thought. But I appreciate it, son, you know. I love it with all my heart.
I love you too. Well, I hope you like that, guys. So, till tomorrow, I hope you guys have a great day. Be good.